Hey guys, welcome back to another round of Cyborg Gaming. Today I am going to be going through the Snowpeak Ruins here in Twilight Princess. And just another reminder, I am here on the GameCube version. So Wii version, map might be flipped around a little bit. But basically it will be the same concept. You just need to maybe just check the map and look at where we are. GameCube versus Wii will be slightly different. Okay, so we get that Poe right off the bat. Let's transform to human. So you can see there's a door over there, but it's basically going to lead you to a room with a chest in it that you cannot collect just yet. So we are going to come in here and have a little talking to from the abominable snowman or the Yeti guy. So come over here. Sorry, sickness. Come closer. And that's going to be part of our little mission is... husband is collecting some soup and stuff like that. So we lock the bedroom on the 3rd floor. We need the key. Here's the map of the mansion. So they got a pretty big house. They have a lot of space. We need to go through this and get this collected. Alright, so obviously that is where we're gonna go next. Let's get over here. And we'll come and talk to him. So he's over here cooking for his wife. We can scoop that up. I think at this point it tastes pretty bad. So I actually do not really care to go and do that. So we are going to go through this door over here. And exit. So here we have to get one of the blocks here. So I think the easiest way to do that is let's push this. So now all we have to do is get the block to here and then push down. So let's move this one over. Push it down. And perfect. So now when we go over here, we can push it to the next block and push it down onto the lever or onto the switch. That opens the door, and now we are going outside. So we should be getting our first key here soon enough. And we're going to have some new enemies, the little frozen wolves. So once we go over here, you can see we can't do anything there. We need to get our new item to take that out. So go and dig underneath to get outside. And I would recommend just stay in the wolf form for now. So that is where we're trying to go. It is going to be a bit of a run before we get up there, though. Alright, I can skip that. So I think this is 20 rupees. Let's just open that up because it's right there. Perfect. And then over here. There we go. Did I take you guys out? Perfect. So let's dig this up. And let's open that up. So now we got our key. Let's go see where we got to use this guy. Transform to human. Let's check. Was this it? Yes, this is it. So you can see here, we got some little spinners. They're going to just move around as soon as you hit them. And they can be a bit annoying, especially if you are taking on multiple at once. As you're trying to hit one, the other one will come and swipe at you. But there's going to be a room full of them right here. So let's take those out as well, so we can continue on in the room. Obviously, yep, we get locked behind us. There we go. And this is kind of what I was talking about when you're targeting one. We're, getting hit by another one. Wow, I am doing bad. There we go. Alright, so obviously the door behind me, we just came from there, so we are coming over here, and we're getting pretty close to that red dot. We got the chest there. So I'd get your sword out, even if you want, you know, bombs and stuff like that. So we're gonna come over here. We should get... There we go. Some little icicle fighters. So, obviously, watch out for their giant sword, or, pike. There we go. And you can see some of the little movesets that you learn from the wolves and the old hero are definitely worth it here, as it's basically a one-hit attack on those guys. And we'll be facing them throughout this level. So, don't forget the chest right over here. And we'll be exiting back to the main area. So, we got the pumpkin. What is this? This isn't right. So, let's go back. So, we're basically helping him make soup, essentially. And you'll recognize this room. So, just come off to the left. And I think it's straight. Woo. Check this door. And so now we are going to get another queue for another room to go to around the house after talking to the husband and the wife. And coming up next, you're going to need to make sure you have bombs. It's kind of annoying that, like, they don't really give you that many around the level, but we are going to need them for, alright, let's go this way. We're basically going to be using a cannonball, which again, I think is just like, I don't think they've really utilized that in any of the other Zeldas. And I think it was kind of a fun thing to do within the level. Maybe in that room. So, just go through this. Nothing on the third floor. So, she should mark it though. And that is our cue. We're going through that door. And we're going back outside to take on some of those ice wolves. So they're going to come for you. And you can see, I take a lot of damage. I am great. Not great at defending myself with some of these guys. Come on, get out of there. And this is going to take me a sec. So that is where the cannonball needs to go, so we can take it into the next area. Woo! Stay away from you. And let's just keep on aggroing you. Dude, are you kidding me? He's just flying around doing nothing. Alright, finally. So we need a key to get through there. What are we doing here? See if there is the cannonball. See if we can move better as a wolf. I think the cannonball will just be on the other side. So let's jump through this. And so you can skip the area where you need to have the key for right now. We obviously can't utilize that. There was no key in the last area. So now we got the cannonball. It looks like the cannonball is just right there. I am going to take out these little icicle dudes first, because it is a decent walk all the way to the cannonball. Okay, let's at least throw you a little bit forward. Dude, why are you turning around? There you go. Alright, we got you cracked a little bit. So let's move you forward just to the next area. I'm sure I could probably throw this on them. Yep. Come on. So there is a little area in here to get bombs, and I hope you have at least one, because that is what we are going to need. I'll show you where we can pick up like a little 5-pack, but you need to have at least one bomb at this point. Ah, missed ya. And there we go. Perfect. And then I don't really need to worry about you. So come over here. Let's drop this in. And then let's pull out our bombs. We're probably not going to really need arrows for right now. So when you shoot this one across, you can come over here, and this will be a 5-pack of bombs. Instead of a small key or rupees, you get bombs. Okay, so let's go all the way through here and back. Woo. Of course. And then obviously we just need to tilt this thing a little bit. So let's just go insert it and then aim it. So insert and grab. And this is the one you are looking for. So I have 9 bombs. I should be good for now. So let's shoot that one open. And it's going to go all the way to the door. So we have access to something we didn't have before. And what I was kind of mentioning in the area with the wolves in the like kind of previous area is that you can pick up this bomb or this shoot, whatever, and just drop it into a location, and then it will move to the next room. So I'll give an example of that later. That was a terrible description. All right, so let's go take out these guys. Of course, I mentioned I don't need arrows, and I do. So, slow and slow. I do not want to drop. You should just start right back at the beginning, or like in the beginning of the room, but it's easier just to kind of go through. Obviously, these guys aren't going to do much as long as you can hit them. They should just fly right off the ledge and to the side. So let's just do that. Let's just hit you with an arrow. And let's move a little off to the side. And let's grab you, and then over to the chest. There we go. Perfect. So there, I don't think there's anything else in this room that we'll need to grab, but we got our compass. Alright, let's get out our claw shot and work our way back. So now that we have the compass, we are going to start working on getting the real item within this area, the ball and chain. And I actually really enjoy this one. I think it's a kind of a very good addition to the game. It's super fun. And it's going to help us break these little ice picks and enemies and the wolves, all that will go away really fast with the ball and chain. So let's go out here. Probably should start paying attention to my health, but these wolves are gonna come back, so just draw them out. I am just gonna hold B, as I think that's the easiest way to take these guys out. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's get back. Come on, come on. I do not like these type of enemies where it's just waiting, waiting, waiting. They're running away. They're not even attacking me. Okay, I'm just going to clip this to the end. First, it takes me 2 seconds after going off camera, but that's okay. So we're going to come over here and dig. We should be able to get a key from this. And so this is what I was kind of mentioning with the cannonballs. You can use the levers and the switches around the area. And I'll show you an example here. To drop the cannonball into another room. So you can see here, you just drop the cannonball here. On the other side, pull the switch, and the cannonball would drop into this next room. So that is what we're going to be doing here. And we're going to be doing that a lot over, you know, a decent amount in the temple. So you can see here, there's like a block door. Area above us, it's all broken up. And then there is that over there, but we are not going to mess with that just yet. So, yep, let's drop this. Let's see, can I drop? Oh, no, let's just grab you. Pull you down more. There we go. Alright. And let's place you there. And now we can go to the other side. Let me check. I should have a fairy. Just in case for these. Yep, for the boss fight. Alright, we're a mini boss. So pull this out. And I will show you guys, just because we're going to need them, there are more bombs here. So come over here. Get through this snow. So the mini boss is behind me. If you don't want to get the bombs here, you can just kind of rush right through. We're going to need the claw shot against him. I can always use more bombs, so I'm going to do that. Stay out of the way, and then roll right in here to grab my set of bombs. So let's flip this thing around, and let's grab the cannonball. So you can see a lot of ice. There you can see that big enemy. Well, he's big, but he can't withstand a cannonball. Alright. Nope, we don't need to stop there. We want to keep going. Perfect. So the cannonball's already in there, so I can now just insert my bomb, and we are off to the mini boss. So this guy is going to grab us the ball and chain. And I'm just going to get around to you if I can. Yep, perfect. Alright, I've lost enough health to these little snow guys to just ignore him. Alright, so let's activate this. Let's go over here. And let's turn around. So, he is actually not the bad guy. That is the bad guy. So, our goal is to get behind him and take out, like, the tail. That is going to hurt, though. Do your best to not get hit by the ball and chain. It is a pretty large attack. Ooh, okay. So, wait for that. And perfect. Woo. Go. Now we can run. While he's in this little attack, he leaves himself open for a lot of hits to the butt. Well, technically it's a tail, but yeah. So draw him over a little bit. And let's hook shot up. Drop down. There we go. So nothing too special about him. Should be about 3 hits. And it looks like he's down. Oh. Please just drop. Yep. Okay. So now little Link has a massive ball and chain that we can use to break up ice, snow, blah, 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 and take out some of these enemies. So let's go grab you and take that. Nope. You can see the red dot at the end. So let's get in here. Alright, so let's go equip our new item. Let's take that out. So you can just hold, like for me, I'm holding Y and release. Or you can get close enough and it'll just kind of smack it around. Whoop, put that away as it's super heavy. Perfect, goat cheese. So let's go back. Food again. Yeah, Midna not too happy. Midna got better things to do than collect food. But we were basically just an errand boy. Alright, so let's go all the way back. Go talk to the husband and wife again. But this time, obviously, this was not a waste. we got our new item. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Link. Go. Come over here. Let's talk to the wife. Where in the world did we put it? Sorry, I need some thinking time. Of course. And husband should be right in here. We can just drop off the food. So, come and talk to him again. If I can do that. Alright, there we go. What you have, he gives me a hit. Food drops out. And we're golden. A little more time on fire. And gourmet soup. Yay for the taste. Okay, so let's leave you alone. Let's come back over here. And let's see if we can find a Poe. All the way back to the very main entrance where we caught the first Poe. And it should be one of these guys. We're going to need to break them. I think that's just some rupees. Is that just a 10? Yep. Okay, so that's good. Make sure. Yep, there we go. We got our Poe. So let's transform into wolf. And let's put on our senses. Couple attacks. Should do it. And now we got our finishing attack. If I can get it off. There we go. Perfect. So let's go talk to the wife again. Normally I don't do the pose. I'll be doing them at the end of the game. But for right now, I think that is worthwhile of getting. Alright, let's go back in here and let's see if the wife has any memory that she's gotten back. There we go. So, same thing, symbol. And exit out. So, now we got another way to go. And we'll be getting also a heart piece soon enough. We're going to have to use the cannonballs again. We'll have to use the ball and chain. So, come right here. You can see there is the lever. So, let's pull this down. Let's push this aside. And we're in the cannonball area. So, let's grab that. And go get ourselves a nice cannonball. So, I don't want to go up that ladder just yet. That is a big enemy that I don't want to take on right now. So, same thing. Just drop it right in. And let's go to the other side. And we're going to need to take out some of these enemies first. Just to kind of clear the path for the cannonball. Perfect. So I'm actually... let's just do here. Should be able to clear that. But you can see the big monster right in the middle. So it's a little slow here. You might as well just kind of wait for that attack to go away. And then you want to find the opening, which is right here, and release that attack. And you don't have to clear these guys out. They're not going to do anything to you. Obviously, they're stuck in there. But I like to just clear them out. So, same thing here. Find that attack point. Wait for him to start going the other way. Got here. Go, perfect. And drag right through. And we might as well come up here and clear this. So now we got our cannonball. And let's see if this is the spot. So that's our cue right there. Did you blow up for me? You did. Perfect. So let's drop right down. And let's grab that heart piece. So now we can just hookshot back up. Awesome. Got my health recovered. I'll need to bring back out that ball and chain. swear there was a Poe around here. Alright, so let's go bring that ball up. Alright, slow link, but we got our cannonball, we got what we needed to. And you can even see, like, on the map, on the bottom left, that where the cannonballs are around the map. So, I have a giant red dot on me, I think. Yep, there we go. And that's the cannonball. Okay, so let's throw you in here. We're going to save you for later, I believe, though. Let's at least aim you correct. And you can see, if I shoot it, it's just going to hit those two blockers right there. So for now, let's just come over here, and we're going to grab a key. So, let's get you out. Oh, missed it. But this is a one-hit attack, one-hit kill on this guy, which is super nice. Let's go over here. You can clear this just to get, I think there is just a hook shot to get back. Nice. And then to get across here, to get that key, you're going to need to hit this somewhat hard. And then come over here and jump. And then roll and jump. Ah, nice. Okay. And then probably the easiest way is just we can hook shot back after. Let's hit this one more time. And you can see what is underneath us with the enemies in the room we previously were in. But we don't really want to go back to that right now. We want to go and use our key. Perfect. And the next heart piece also is coming up here relatively soon. So be ready for that launch. We just need to get those out of the way. So over here, you can see there is a room that needs to be unlocked. Now let's see what this next room is. Okay. Well, break you. Hook shot back. That means the key is over there. Whee! So if you fall, just come over here and hook shot back. Or else you're going to have to go back through the previous area, which is just kind of annoying. So, let's go take him out first. Go. Luckily, we got some range here. And let's wait for this one to kind of slow down a little bit. And then we can hit that. Oh, interesting. It didn't do anything. It's not to hit it very well. There we go. And then we gotta make one more to get the key. Come on. So I think we need to get this a little bit more in rhythm. Oh, I missed it. Okay, let me go get back up there. Okay, so let's try to do this. Alright, let's... Whee! There we go. And we got some of those annoying bats. But, most importantly, I got my heart piece. And so now that I've cleared that little mound of ice, I can hook shot back up again and continue on with my day. So now, just come across. We don't need to do all that extra jumping. This one should be pretty straightforward. There we go. And we're into the next area. Maybe this is the area with the Poe. So I am just going to crack all of you one at a time. So I can take out, I just took out 3 of them there. It's pretty straightforward. And then we want to release that, and that gives us the Poe. And so we want to go Wolfie form. Press X. There we go. There we go, and now we can finish him. Perfect. So now we got our pole soul. And I'm pretty happy with what we got there. Let's transform back to Link. You can see we need key there, so only exit right here. Let's go this way. Alright, so let's head off here to the right. And we're back in one of the first rooms that we had to take on. So we drop that down. And let's come over. Wait, am I doing this correctly? There it is. Okay, perfect. Alright, so come over here. Let's break that. Let's break you. And what we want to do is get right there. Okay, let's see if it's easiest to push you out first. I might take a couple tries on this, honestly. This one, I am not so good on this one. So let's go over here. Let's push you down. Let's see if I got this. So now we are going to stack these two on top of each other. I think I got it. Nice. And now let's go to the back end one. Let's push you out. Push you down. Perfect. This should work. Keeping it nice and simple. I think that's probably the minimum amount of moves that you can do to get this one done. And you can see up top, we are good to go. We did lose access to that door, but that's okay. Get up. And back over. Ooh, shoot. My bad, guys. Let's get back up there. Come right over here. Alright, let's roll this time. And I think it was this door that opened up. And we're into the next one. You could say, remember, in the prior room, there was a key that was needed. So we'll need to go find a key. Okay, so little area right here we can go and jump onto. Take out this guy. Let's move forward so we don't get knocked off the ledge. Okay, I got one down. And got, well, I guess that's the third technically. So now, though, we have access to this hook shot. And we are going to go use the cannonball that we dropped off quite a while ago, and I mentioned we need to move some things around. So let's get into that room. First we need the key from here though. So now we can hookshot back if we get in trouble. I am going to try to not miss a jump here though. And so this is going to take us back into the room with the two switches on the ground where we had to move the boxes. And this should be our key. So we're basically kind of just going in a giant loop. This is going to take us back to the room with the switches, then leads us to the room with the locked door. So if you look straight down, you'll recognize that. Now, all we got to do is just jump over here and go into the prior room. So the room with the Poe and the room with the locked door is right this way. Then we're going to have two of those giant ice enemies that we need to use the, I don't want to fight you. Got to use our ball and chain on. So just be careful here. Obviously, they shoot a lot of ice. You want to take on one at a time, not two at a time. So let's crack you. Let's give it one more shot. Oh, he got me. Perfect. And you can see there's an area to drop a bomb or a cannonball. I always keep saying that. But those are the two blockers that we are gonna need to push out. And we'll clear you too. And can we push you out? We can. And now we can use that cannonball. So I did mention like we'd come back to this, and I guess we didn't have to do it in the manner that we did, but I think this is easiest personally. So let's insert that. Bombs away. Now let's go see if we can climb back up there. So we're actually making really good progress. There's not too much more within this temple. I personally love this temple. I think it's very well built. Not too confusing, but there's enough kind of puzzles and kind of run back, circle backs that I personally enjoy. So let's get you out of the way. So we got a hook shot. Pull you down. We got the cannonball. And now we're gonna okay. So now we're gonna try to access that ladder that we've been pushing off for some time. So you can see the big bad enemy over there, who is gonna get destroyed by this cannonball. Let's see if we can aim you. We don't need to take you guys out. We're good there. But you need to go away. Pull out a bomb, insert it, and bombs away. Perfect. So I already know I'm gonna take a ton of damage from those guys. Perfect, okay. Those little frozen guys are gonna be sitting up here waiting for me, and I already know I'm gonna get hit at least one time. But we gotta deal with it, and then we got a door immediately to our left, which we now have access to. Ooh, I thought I got two of you. Nice. Oh, why'd I do that? Yeah, don't jump on these guys. Okay, so let's go into the next room. So we're gonna have the door locked behind us. You can see we have our next red dot. So let's go get some food. Nice and creepy. All very icy. And let's see what enemies pop up this time. Woo! Lots of ya. So if you want, you can, like I mentioned before, these guys are one shot when doing that, so. Oh, alright. Pull you out. I don't have enough room. Go. Now I got about like a handful, 3, 4 left. Yep. And I'm just gonna do it that way. If they're gonna hit me while I'm spinning the ball, that's fine, but I'm gonna get them out one at a time. It takes a bit of time to get that ball recovered. And it gives them an easy shot to hit me. But I still got my fairy for the boss. So I'm not too worried here. I think I got max health as well. I think I've collected every single heart so far within the game. Alright, what do you got for me this time? Alright, we got the bedroom key. So let's work our way back. Now let's work our way out. Oh, there we go. Found the key. Alright, so like, just wait a sec. Let's just clip it to the top. Okay, so she takes some time. She's very slow to get up here, so I thought I'd just kind of clip it to the point where we can now come over here. Let's try to open this up. And actually, she is the boss. Let's just skip that. You can watch that on your own time. We'll be here all day. But this one, same thing. It's just going to be a ball and chain. And let's skip that as well. We're going to be running on around this giant, like, ice room. So just kind of hit her down using that ball and chain. You can see I'm not even moving. I'm just letting her come my way. Hit her when I can. Go. Go. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I might as well grab that heart. Lost that too. There we go. Alright, so now obviously the attack is gonna change. That took like a minute to get through that first part. So now she's going to the ceiling and will be dropping down on us. And obviously watch out for the icicles. I prefer to, I try to break them. But that's basically what we're going to do. We're just going to run around. You can see it in the ceiling. I just roll around. And then she's going to come dropping down. Go, got one of them down. Oh, shoot, missed it. Okay. But I'm getting these icicles out of the way, which is going to help me in the long run. You can kind of focus your attacks on her if you want, and just her, but... Oh, come on. So this should be the attack. And now I got her. So a couple hits of that, and you should be good. I'm not off to a great start, but I'm also not really taking any damage. I just would like to take out more of the icicles than I did. But, you know, whatever. Alright, let's keep rolling. Let's just keep rolling. You're going to start seeing them fall down. Missed it. Alright, got a couple correct, so now I can come back and attack her for the next run. I'm sure people are, there's much better ways of doing this, but that's just the way I kind of do it, is just break a couple, get my exit, and then I can attack her a little bit easier. And you can see her in the middle. Oh, shoot, I should not have trapped myself. Go, perfect. I think one more attack on her should be good. We're going to see more of the little icicles. And just keep running around. Got a couple this time, so now I should be able to do an attack on her pretty easily. Oh my, really? That should have been, I think, the final attack. I disagree with that. Yeah, there's a couple down. Man, I am getting absolutely screwed by this ice. But I guess that's how it's supposed to be. Alright, let's speed this up. Okay, so obviously she should be doing her attack now. There's only about half the icicles left. And let's crush you. So not the smoothest run, but you can see she's quite unhappy. There we go. And we're going to get our heart piece, and things are going to go back to normal. So we have part of the mirror. We still got a couple more temples to go. 2 mirror shards. Perfect. 2 more left. Still feel bad. Think the Mirror Twilight has the power to change people like that. All worlds can be cruel. Yep. Collect the rest of those pieces. And innocent creatures. Alright, let's get out of here. I can't skip it. Okay. But now his wife should be back to normal. Look into those big creepy eyes. Alright, so all good here up at the Snow Peak. Now we got another temple to go find. Some heart pieces, and true love was found at least. Alright, there is our heart. But that, guys, is pretty much the end of this video. Let's go in here. Let's grab a couple of these hearts. And let's get going. I don't need anything else in this area. So we grabbed 3 poes, 2 heart pieces. We got the ball and chain. You know, I get the heart container from taking out the level, as always. But yeah, guys, I think that will be the end of this video. So I hope you guys found that helpful. Catch you on the next one.